Welcome back. While Indian IT players are bullish on the IT environment, we spoke to several global tech companies to understand what the deal pipeline looked like and what their outlook was on the Indian market. We also caught up with the chief digital evangelist at Salesforce, Vala Afshar, to know his big bets. And we also talked to the former CEO of Unilever, Paul Polman. Take a look.
We are pretty confident about the market. Yes, the market is, I would say, volatile. Instability in Europe. We've seen what was happening in France with the yellow jacket in the last quarter of 2018. What's happening in the UK with the Brexit. The tension between America and China. At the same time, the demand continues to be good around the world. What we do, because we are obviously very careful in looking at what's going on outside, we on the one hand look at the market, look at the competition, what's happening every day, and at the same time we look at the real demand that our people see, the evolution of our pipeline of opportunities. And from that standpoint, 2019 is starting well. We have a good demand. We don't see a change in pattern in the market today.
Will FY20 in that case, Terry, be better than FY19, the financial year 20, versus the financial that's ending in March?
Well, you have seen our guidance for 2019. We expect to continue to grow at a good speed above the market. 5.5% to 8% of growth. We continue to improve our margins. We expect to be close or hit our midterm guidance in terms of profitability. So yes, we continue to stay bullish for 2019 as well.
In the last 1 year, where has India scaled in Microsoft's larger footprint?
India has always been very critical to Microsoft for the last 3 decades, given our investments in India. We've seen a lot come from the country. Initially, of course, it was a lot of the work that happened in the country to really help Microsoft globally in driving it. But over the last few years, it's also been the local engagement that we've had with businesses, with governments, with small consumers and businesses in really helping them go through the path of digital transformation.
The Indian government, of course, has increased or upped the ante as far as privacy is concerned. What is your view with respect to data localization, and where does Microsoft stand? Has this changed the way you view India and the ease of doing business in India?
So you covered a lot of ground in that question. I'll try to work on all of that. Let me first talk about trust and privacy. Very core to the work that we do. Brad Smith from Microsoft has spoken about it. Just last week he was at the Vatican meeting with the Pope and meeting with the areas where parts of the society which are very critical to think about ethics, thinking about values in this new technology world that we are living in. And it's great to see the partnership from both ends because everybody realizes the importance. So trust and privacy is very critical to Microsoft values. We have been amongst the most ardent supporters and propagators of GDPR in Europe, which I think is fantastic legislation to really take the world forward on data privacy and regulation there. And I think India is learning from that. So all the early draft that I've seen of the work that came through in India on data localization and was very similar to the work that's happened in GDPR. So we are definitely very supportive of that thinking because it creates clarity. It gives a regulatory framework for everybody to think about. And once people are clear, they take the appropriate decisions. So I actually feel this is good progress. It makes it a very clear playing field for everyone to work within the boundaries of the constraints that are set. And as far as the opportunities in India are concerned with this, I think it will only accelerate. India has only really got connected in a big way in the last couple of years in the telecom world, and it's going to show up with that large amount of data flowing through the country. There's lots more opportunity on digital, as we can see today.
I think the power of digital for companies is to leverage data and emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, such as e-commerce, to better understand their stakeholder needs. And what I mean by stakeholders, their employees, their customers, their partners, and overall community. The more we understand our stakeholders' needs, the more we can invite and co-create value together. That's the power of digital.
But anything here that you saw that excited you? Any tech innovations from India that you're looking out for?
India is on a trajectory to be the second most powerful economy in the world, surpassing the US in the next 10 years. We saw the $1 trillion digital vision report from the minister yesterday. You have 1.2 billion unique digital identities in India. You have over 560 million internet subscribers, 350 million active smartphones, 17 hours a week on social media. So the power of digital, this hyper-connected knowledge-sharing economy that's India, you are poised to be a world leader. And when I meet with customers and trailblazers that are leveraging technologies to not only delight their customers, not only modernize their legacy processes, but to come up and invent new business models, new sources of revenue, new ways to gain market share. India has an incredible opportunity to teach the world how digital transformation can not only help businesses, but help society improve.
We have this opportunity here. Tomorrow we are at the International Advertising Conference in Kochi. We're actually about to visit a school, look at some of the hygiene programs under the Swachh Bharat, which is a tremendous program that needs to be further accelerated. And then obviously the efforts that HUL is involved in with their hand washing campaigns or their nutritional campaigns. I always love to be exposed to that.
I think we're expanding across all of our technology teams in India. And not only that, we are also growing teams in other functions. For example, in data sciences, in production engineering and operations, in product management, user experience and design. So the idea is that we want to build cross-functional teams that can take on end-to-end sort of product ownership and drive thought leadership and innovation from India.
And with that, it's time to wrap up this special show from the NASSCOM Technology and Leadership Forum 2019.
From Mugdha, me and the entire team here at NASSCOM, goodbye and thank you so much for watching this special show.